welcome back to my channel. This is Janice from the blog mommyplannerista.com, and I'm here today to show you a flip through of my Charlotte Mason inspired homeschool planner. Okay, but before I do that, let me just give you a quick background about myself in case you guys don't know. I'm actually a mom of four. My two older kids are already in senior high. They're both girls. But I also have two boys. One is 8 years old and the youngest is 2 years old, turning 3 in a few months. And while my girls were schooled in a traditional school setting, since they were young, since they first started going to school, my son, my 8-year-old, was actually homeschooled from the beginning. So we really enjoy homeschooling and plan to continue with that for the years to come. And this coming school year, he's actually gonna be on the 3rd grade already. And actually the new homeschool year for us starts already tomorrow. And so for the past few months, I've really been taking the time to plan for this upcoming school year, especially since I'll be letting my youngest son join us more also while we do school, since he's also been very interested in doing school with his older brother. So okay, as I said, this is a Charlotte Mason inspired homeschool planner. We actually haven't been doing Charlotte Mason for so long. Since we started homeschooling, we've actually been more of the traditional type. But I started getting to know more about the Charlotte Mason method maybe approximately 2 years ago. And last year I decided to slowly incorporate the methods into our homeschooling. But for this year, I really wanted to immerse ourselves more on the method. And so I thought it would be a great idea to have a homeschool planner that's Charlotte Mason inspired. If you guys don't know what the Charlotte Mason method is, I suggest that you Google it. There's so many information about it available online. But my favorite one is actually a YouTube channel by simply charlottemason.com. So I'll put a link to that down below on the description for you guys if you're interested to know more about it. So anyway, let's go to the flip through. Okay, for this year, I'm using this personal size ring planner by Kikki.K. It's the gray medium size time planner. This is actually a new one, which I bought just a few weeks ago on a very big sale by one of the bookstores here in the Philippines called National Bookstore. I was really very lucky that I chanced upon their sale online. I actually was able to buy the smaller version of this one last year, and it was also on sale. I got it for like 699 pesos, or around $12 that time, which was already a steal. But when I saw this one, it was only selling for 100 pesos, or approximately $2. And that's such a great deal. I immediately bought it. And I'm glad I did that, just that, because I found out later on that this was actually the last one they had on stock. I think they only had one, this one actually, and nobody I know was able to get another one like this as well during that sale. So anyway, I'm really thankful that I was able to get this. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'd know that for the past few years, I've been using a pocket-sized traveler's notebook for my homeschool planning. But this year, I decided to use a ring planner instead, because for the past year, I've also been using a ring planner for my everyday carry, although I use a pocket size one. But for my homeschool planner, I decided a bigger one would probably the best option for me. So anyway, now let's go to the flip through. Let's open this up. Okay, so here's what it looks like inside. I'm keeping the pockets really simple. I don't really have much here except for an ollie clip, this die cut from the March Kinley's Doodles box, and also this journaling card from Kinley's Doodle box. I just like the look of it here. I think the colors match really well. And I just have some papers here with some notes about Charlotte Mason stuff and blank paper in case I need it. Okay, and here is my dashboard. I made this using digital elements from the May Kinley's Doodle box. So I designed this. Actually, I designed this using PowerPoint. I just made a border and then used these two digital elements and added a Charlotte Mason quote. Education is an atmosphere, a discipline, a life. And then I did the same thing here at the back. This is also an element from the May Doodle box. And here's another Charlotte Mason quote. So I just printed this and laminated it. And I really like how it looks. And it's very inspiring to me, right? So the next thing I'm gonna show you is my, okay, let's remove this first. Here's my tabs. These are the sections I have here in my planner, and these are actually tab stickers from the March Doodle box that I cut to size so that it will fit this part of the divider. The dividers are actually the original dividers from this planner. I wanted to change them, but I was waiting for my new doodle box to arrive because I wanted to use the papers from there. But since I don't have them yet, I decided to just keep using these ones because they're pretty anyway. So there. Okay, for the first part, I have my inbox. So basically, I just have to do sheets here that came also with this planner. So they are just lined paper. So basically, I just list down here stuff that I need to do specifically for our homeschool. Oh, and by the way, before I continue, I wanted to let you guys know that I was initially planning on buying specific Charlotte Mason ring planner inserts. I found a few on Etsy, and there was one that I really liked, and I was initially planning on buying those. But I decided to be more frugal, and so I opted to not buy any new inserts at all. Instead, I looked for freebie inserts that are generic and that I can use for a number of ways. That way I didn't have to spend so much money on this planner. So that's what I did here. Okay, the next portion is my notes section. This is just an acetate from the March Doodle box. So pretty. And here I actually have a few, this is a freebie SM Plants insert, which looks like this, okay, when it's blank. And in here I just listed some process lists that explains how to do certain things under the Charlotte Mason method, such as, for example, narration, picture study, And then there's music study, poetry, geography, nature study. So this is just a reminder for me on how to go about things. But of course, as we continue to do these things, I probably won't need this anymore. But for now, I do. Okay, so here I just have these graph paper. This is a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. I just have a list of books to buy. And this is a list of educational toys to buy. And then some note paper, which is from this planner when I bought it. And then the other half of this section has inserts from Craftylicious Loves. This is from the May digital kit. So this section is actually for my youngest son who's turning 3. So he's gonna be in preschool technically, although I don't really plan on doing hardcore schooling for him this year. But I did take down some notes on what I can do to teach him. So here's some preschool priorities also from one of the videos I watched from Simply Charlotte Mason. Then here's what the other pages look like. These inserts are really very cute. And then the second part is actually a list insert, also from the Craftylicious Loves May digital kit. And here I'm just listing down some sensory bin ideas for my son, and then toys to buy. And then that's it for now. Okay. Oh, here. So the next portion is actually, I call it a list section, but this is the part where I list down mostly the books we're planning to use this year and some activities that we might do, videos we might watch. So here, I haven't actually finished listing down things, so there's not much here, although I already have a huge stack of books available. So we have read alouds, an independent reading list, and here's a book list for our language arts, for science, social studies, Filipino, and the list goes on. And I have some ideas for afternoon occupations, some science videos that's available on Netflix. Most of this is for our unit study on marine biology. We're doing that, we'll be using the marine biology curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful, so I'm really excited about that. And then here is my next section. I just placed weekly here, but it's not really a weekly section. Previously, when I set up my other homeschool planners during the past school years, I would use a weekly insert to sort of plot down the lessons we plan on learning every week. But I am trying a different style of planning right now, wherein I'm just listing down all the lessons per subject, and not really by day, but it's just a list, and then I'll just check it off as we finish it. So let me just show you. Oh, before that, the first part here is just a freebie yearly insert from my Summer Touch. These are actually 2 inserts. One looks like this and the other one looks like that. So I just decided to print them back to back. So I have here a calendar, a dated calendar from July to December. And then at the back, I printed this other one. It's also from July to December. But here I just note down the holidays, breaks that we're gonna take, and then the schedule of our exams. because we're actually enrolled in a homeschool provider here, and our kids are required to take exams every quarter. And then at the back, I just placed down some details regarding the holidays, and I also jotted down monthly themes that we can follow. These are actually themes that are followed by regular schools here, and such as, for example, National Nutrition Month, Crime Prevention Month, Clean and Green Month, Halloween, United Nations, and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be fun for our kids to also kind of follow that. And here it's just the same, but it's from January 2020 to June, although our homeschool year actually ends in March. And here it's just the same as well. Okay, here I just have a page marker that I made myself using paper from, I believe this is the April Doodle box, and then a die cut also from, this is from the March Doodle box. I just combined them, laminated, then cut, and then I cut slits also so I can just easily transfer it wherever I want. And then this is also adhesive pen loop from the March Doodle box. So here I I printed a weekly homeschool schedule. I just jotted down the subjects we're gonna take every day with some time slots, but these are actually not strict time slots. I just wanted to have an idea of how our days will flow so that our days can go smoothly. And then here's the list I was talking about. So for example, here I have our language arts lessons. This is not the complete list for the entire year. This is just for the first quarter of the year. So we'll be using the Good and the Beautiful's language arts curriculum for the third grade. So these are the first few lessons we'll be taking up. So I just listed them down, and then I'll just check them off as we finish them. So I basically did the same thing for all the subjects here. And then, oh, by the way, this list insert is also a freebie by wonderful.com, which I discovered just recently. Okay, so basically that's it for this section. I just did the same thing for all of the subjects that we're gonna take. Then I have some, here's what it looks like empty. And then here I have a budget section, but it's actually more of an expense section. And then I'm just using this expense insert that also came with this Kikki.K planner. And then the next one is a travel section, although it's not really travel. It's more of a field trip section. But there's no field trip tab on the Kinley's Doodle box, so I just use travel instead. So here I just use the same SM Plans freebie insert to jot down some field trip ideas and also some parks that we can visit for nature study. And then I divided this section into two. You're using a vellum divider from the March Kinley's Doodle box. This is actually a big sheet that I just cut into size. And then here on this second part, I just plan on putting more details as we decide on a place to go for a field trip. So for example, for the first quarter, we're planning to go to the Manila Ocean Park. Since we're doing marine biology for science, that's where I wanted to go first. So when I do my research on that, I'll just put the details here. So there, so it's as simple as that. And then here, the last section, I named it school, although what I plan to do here is to record my son's grades. So for here, I just used, again, this freebie insert by Peanuts Planner Co. So as you can see, I have a lot here because I'll be using this for all the subjects. So the way I plan on using this is here I just placed the subject and then first quarter. And the way we're gonna grade our students is to separate the written work from their performance tasks. So here I just placed written work, what it's about, the score, and then the total. And then here at the back, I'll be putting down all the performance tasks. And then when I'm done with this, we have an Excel sheet that our homeschool provider sends us at the beginning of the school year. It automatically computes our kids' grades, so all we need to do is input them onto that file. So there. And here I just have the sticker sheet that's included in this planner. And then this page lifter, which I also made using papers from the Kinley's Doodle Box. And then I just placed an adhesive pocket here and one of the Kinley's Doodle Box die cuts. And then here is just the Kikki.K notepad that comes with this planner as well. And then all I have for my pens are this purple mild liner highlighter and a purple Papermate Ink Joy gel pen. Okay, so there you go. That's it for my Charlotte Mason inspired planner. I don't know actually if it's what you will call a complete Charlotte Mason planner, but I did include some typical sections that I found during my research about Charlotte Mason planners. So I think that for now I have all that I need here, and in case I don't, it's gonna be easy enough to just add on to this planner as I need things. So there you go. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you find it helpful, especially if you're also new to the Charlotte Mason method or new to homeschool planning. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Just type them down below. Okay, thank you guys again for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.